Hello, my name is Kristen Hubbard, and I'm a registered dietitian and certified diabetes care and education specialist. This video will review the why and how of type 2 diabetes. In people without diabetes, the body uses insulin made by the pancreas to help glucose or sugar move from the blood into the cells. The cells can then use the glucose for energy or store it. After we eat, blood sugar naturally rises. The pancreas releases insulin, and the insulin tells the cells to absorb the glucose, and the blood sugar goes back down. But in people with type 2 diabetes, the body is not working exactly the way it should. One way to think of it is using a lock and key analogy, where insulin is the key. Our cells have locks that the insulin needs to open to let glucose or sugar get inside. But in type 2 diabetes, the locks get rusty and the key can't open them as well. This is describing insulin resistance. Over time, our pancreas or key maker can also get tired. It tries to make more insulin but eventually can't keep up. This describes reduced insulin production. As a result of insulin resistance and/or reduced insulin production, the glucose stays in the blood and too much sugar builds up, and that is diabetes. So what does this mean for the body and why does it happen? Well, because the cells can't let the glucose in properly, the body ends up with too much sugar in the blood, and over time, this can damage nerves and vessels, leading to complications. Diabetes can affect a person from the top of their head to the tips of their toes, but it doesn't have to if it's well managed. Carrying extra weight, particularly in the abdominal region, known as central adiposity, increases risk for diabetes, as does physical inactivity and having a family history of diabetes. There are several things you can do to lower your risk of type 2 diabetes, including achieving and maintaining a healthy weight. It is also important to engage in both aerobic and strength forms of physical activity regularly, and to eat a balanced, nutrient-dense diet. Making additional healthy lifestyle choices, such as avoiding smoking, drinking alcohol in moderation or not at all, managing stress, and getting adequate sleep can all help to lower your risk. But it's also important to stay up on your routine healthcare visits and participate in recommended screenings. The good news is that the steps you'd take to lower your risk of diabetes are very similar to the ones you'd take to appropriately manage it. Work closely with your healthcare team and get education and support. Participate in a diabetes self-management and education program for meal planning, glucose monitoring, medication management, and lifestyle changes tailored to you. If you have additional questions or could use assistance with diabetes management or prevention, feel free to reach out to our team. And thanks for tuning in.